I mean, the Viscount's doing a fair bit of damage, if I'm honest with you. It is slowing down just a bit, but yeah, I mean, like, if anyone does remember from our remake video, the Viscount did win, even if it was hit with one super laser. It looks like it's about to take down both shields on the Eclipse and the Executor, but its hit points has already sanken in. It looked like the Viscount was losing out there, but it seems to have catched up in damage output. Hello everyone, my name is Charlie, editor and co-host for X2. Today we're going to be looking at how the Viscount can stand against the Eclipse and the Executor. Now, I think there might be a clear winner here, just by numbers, but it'll be really interesting to see just how much the Viscount can handle in terms of damage from both Superstar Destroyers. Both the Eclipse and the Executor won't be using their super weapons, like the Tractor Beam and the Super Laser, just purely because I want this to be a bit of a longer fight. I don't think this is going to last very long. So, yeah, that is put one side, and I think we'll also just move the fighters from both the Eclipse and the Executor away, just because that is such a significant win condition for both the Superstar Destroyers. So we can do this in Thrawn's Revenge, believe it or not. If you guys have not watched our other episodes, you can find the fleet builder in single player Galactic Conquest, and as you can see here, game mode, instant action, and fleet builder. So you can build your own fleets. So I'll just quickly show you how you can just bring these ships in, and then I'll cut straight to the match. So first I'll start building the Viscount here, and this one over here you can see the Eclipse and the Executor. Now as these come in, you can obviously see they just absolutely just clip into one another. So I'll rearrange these and cut into when we begin the fight. So I'll see you then. Okay, right, we're in the match. Now, I don't really know how this is going to go down. Obviously, the Viscount doesn't really have many fighters, so I am inclined to feel that perhaps our fighters here should, and bombers, should probably not be involved in the fight, just purely because that's such a key element to winning. So, I'm going to allow the Viscount to keep its very few B-Wings, and I think there's some Y-Wings, I'm not sure. I'm going to keep these together, see if they target the hard points of our ships first, and then go on from there. So I'm just going to speed these guys up. Get you guys over there. There we go. Okie dokie. Right. I'm not going to be using the Super Laser or the Tractor Beam from the respective ships. So, yeah, okay. I'm just going to wait for these ships to just go. Perfect. Okay. And let us start the match. Okay, so, yep. Immediately. Wow. I mean, the Viscount's doing a fair bit of damage, if I'm honest with you. It is slowing down just a bit. But yeah, I mean, like, if anyone does remember from our remake video, the Viscount did win, even if it was hit with one super laser. So, despite that, without using the super laser, it would be interesting to see just how far the Viscount can go damage-wise. It looks like it's about to take down both shields on the Eclipse and the Executor, but its hit points has already sanken in. It looked like the Viscount was losing out there, but it seems to have catched up in damage output. Now that all that remains is, you know, the Viscount only needs to really take out one side of the hard points on the Eclipse and the Executor. So realistically, if it does that correctly and well, it could win out during the hit points section of this fight. So as we can already see, a good chunk of the Executor's hit points are gone. The Viscount does seem to be moving. I was hoping it wouldn't, but that's alright. Well, hopefully it won't affect the fight too much. The Eclipse has lost a lot of hard points already. That's really interesting. And you can see the damage dealt to the Viscount is much less now. So, hopefully the AI knows what it's doing here. Because it looked like it was doing a pretty good job in its current position. The Eclipse has completely lost its left side of its hard points. The Executor almost 2/3 of it. The Viscount's the Viscount's hit points is just about hitting half. But wow, it looks like it's really honing in its damage on the Eclipse here, which would probably make sense because I would assume the Eclipse is doing the most damage right now, compared to the Executor. Wow, so like the damage to the Executor's gone on a standstill. It's effectively stopped attacking the Viscount now, and using its right side of hard points to just hammer in on some of the B-wings that are hanging about. The Viscount's going straight in for the kill on the Eclipse. Damn, it is not it's not showing any mercy here. I see the AI is just turning right around, finishing off the final hard points on the back end of the Eclipse here. Goes its turbo laser batteries, one by one. It's really, really interesting. Honest to God, and there goes the Eclipse. Wow, and then its next move is the Executor. So let me see if I can bring the Executor's other hard points around to the Viscount here, because the Viscount's already regenerating shields, which is fascinating because not really any significant amount of hard points have been eliminated here on the Viscount. So yeah, honestly, I genuinely thought that the Viscount would probably just be demolished and like I'd have to think up of another battle. But this turned out to be way more interesting than I thought it was going to be. This is something I did not expect, that is for sure. Wow. Yep, so the Viscount still building up shields. Executor's still losing out. His hard points getting taken down one by one by the Viscount just slowly coming in. It's not going to be enough for the Executor to bring this fight back. The Viscount still regenerating shields. Perhaps it might lose them again as the ship fully turns, but seems to be just not fast enough. The Viscount just really hammering in there. I'm gonna see if I would, if there's any point in me bringing back the fighters from the Eclipse and the Executor to see if that makes a difference. The Viscount has lost its hard points, its shields again, but the it looks like I can't even see the health bar of the Executor. Why is that? Well, either way, it's not a lot. Not a lot at all. The fight is coming in to see if they can change the tide of the fight. The Executor on its last breath here. And there we go. It's 2 missile launchers just about to go, and there it goes. Completely destroyed. The Viscount taking on both Superstar Destroyers and still having half health. It is showing absolutely no mercy. Trying to see if these fighters can just focus on the weak hard points here on the ship to see if we can make any significant damage reduction on the ship. The Viscount still having some of its B-wings and fighters still in the match. Super Star Destroyers not really being able to take them out. Purely focusing on the Viscount here. But it looks like these fighters would either win the long fight here, as it slowly whittles down the Viscount. But yeah, wow, like honest to God, did not expect that. I thought this would probably be a bit of a longer fight, but maybe not. Blimey, we might have to throw more at this Viscount in another episode. Guys that are watching this, let me know in the comments, what should we throw at the Viscount? What do you think would be able to take out this extraordinary Star Defender? Because it is certainly showing its weight in salt, that's for sure. It's already regenning shields. These fighters are just not going to be able to do enough. As you can see, its squadrons being whittled down. Its health points on these fighters and bombers not standing. And we are going to see maybe 1 or 2 bombers from the Viscount go, but I think it's just too little too late right now. So, yeah, I guess, again, the win, again, belongs to the magnificent, the powerful Viscount Super Star Defender. But yeah, again, guys, let me know what you think will be enough to take out this ship. And be reasonable. Don't be 10 eclipses, obviously. But let me know what you think the Viscount will just barely lose to. Just so we could make it a really interesting fight. But yeah, again, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name has been Charlie. This has been X2. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.